of Tampa Talk Sports Talk. It's election day, boys. I'm proud to be an American. Go out there and vote. Got the American shorts on. I don't got an American shirt, but you know what? We got the pinstripes, white and red. But what a fucking hellacious weekend, alright? Not just for me. For the boys in the Survivor Series. We'll get to that. We'll also talk about Monday night's game. Then we'll talk about Ben fucking DiNucci. Alright? What a fucking G. Then, I don't know, man. We'll just go with the flow. But honestly, week 8, man, it wasn't really exciting. I didn't really like it. A lot of fucking injuries, a lot of fucking... but you know how we start off every show. Every show, we recap our fantasy from last week. Alright? Now, Matthew Stafford didn't go do as well as I thought he would do against the Colts, alright? Didn't think he did decent, though. He got about 29 points for fantasy, which isn't bad, but which isn't like a breakout of the week type of quarterback. Honestly, I'm sorry, guys, because this week was kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? Hey, you always have a missed week, all right? As long as you get back up on the horse and keep on riding, all right? Everybody falls down sometimes. It's about how you get back up and keep on chugging. And we're gonna chug. Friday's show, I'm gonna come with the heat. I'm gonna come with the sleepers. I'm gonna come with the bets. I promise y'all. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Le'Veon Bell did absolutely nothing. Amari Cooper, if y'all listen to me, hopefully, this is the only good thing that came out of this fantasy week. Amari Cooper, hopefully you sat his ass down because Ben fucking DiNucci was fucking throwing missed passes right over his head the whole game. He has 1 point for the week. Boston Scott did mediocre. What the fuck? What the fuck, Boston Scott? I didn't want you to do good, but unfortunately Carson Wentz can't fucking hit the side of a barn if he wanted to. So it looks like everything I said besides Amari Cooper and Matthew Stafford went wrong. Monday night's game. Now Tom Brady fucking didn't look good. Didn't look good at all. Made Daniel Jones look like a fucking decent quarterback. Made the Giants, actually. Just made the Giants in general look like a decent team. Decent team. Which is not good. You shouldn't do that. You're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? Third power ranking in the league. Well, not after this week. They're probably 7 or something. Because that shit was absolutely... It was absolutely dreadful. I thought they were going to lose. All the backers for the 12.5 points, RIP, but we'll get into that. Tommy throws for 279 with 2 touchdowns, and Daniel Jones throws for 256, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The Giants almost came back and won the fucking game if it wasn't for what I think was a pass interference. Now you're like, Jimmy, bro, you shouldn't want the Giants to win, and you're right. But you know what? I didn't want the Bucs to win on that bullshit call. Because, honestly, he came. So, what happened, it was a 2-point conversion. It was a little dumb pass. And, I forgot his name. I think it's Winfield or something. Was running across the field and hit him because Danny Dimes hesitated throwing the ball. Way to go, Daniel Dimes. Hesitated throwing the ball, so he hit him before he caught it. But there was no pass interference. The flag was thrown, but then they all met up. And, you would think, if the flag was thrown on a play, or if they all meet up, they would call it, or something like that, would stand. But for the first time, I think I've ever seen in my life, it didn't. Now, this is a Tampa Bay, hosted show where I live in Tampa, we're all that. We're Tampa fans here. We root for Tampa unless they go against my Birds. But, we root for Tampa here. But it just was a mediocre game. A lot of the fans that I know did not count that as a win. But you know what? I told them a W is a W, and that's all that matters. Speaking about all that matters, game of the week. These games mattered to me the most because, god damn it, it was some decent games. All right, there were some decent games. You have Miami versus the Rams. Then you have, that's an old Rams photo, by the way, a little throwback. Then you have Chicago versus the Saints. Steelers versus Baltimore, and Chargers versus Broncos. First game. Now this is in chronological order from worst of their best week. They're in the top 4 games of the week, but they're from like 4th to 1st. Speaking about the 4th game, you have Chicago versus the Saints. Now this game went into overtime. Very cool, very cool. Drew went 31 for 41, 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kind of a decent performance from Drew Brees. But Big Dick Nick went 28 for 41, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Now, the 1 interception literally came after this game, this play right here. So apparently, number 83, number 22, which is this guy right here. I don't know, I can't see his name. I didn't care to look at his name because he's probably irrelevant, just like number 83 over there. The play before, he snagged at number 83. He snagged at his mouthpiece or ripped his mouthpiece out of his mouth. These are reports, by the way, allegedly. Ripped the mouthpiece out of his mouth or ripped his chain or something like that. Well, then Chicago punted. Okay, Chicago punted, and he had to wait on the sideline for 11 minutes, Then they came back on the field, and the first play they were out there, he fucking just comes out and fucking runs up to him. I wish I could play the video, which we're working on that. We will get videos in the video soon. But he runs out and literally smacks him in the grabs at him, and then the Saints player's like, "What the fuck?" And then bop, as you can see, that's the bop. And then the fucking scruffle. Didn't do Chicago too well. A lot of people were getting on him. Oh, that doesn't belong in the sport. Blah, 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 blah. And the same people who were roasting Dallas for not jumping in and, when Andy Dalton got obliterated by the Washington football team's defensive back. But honestly, everybody can't be, some people are hypocrites, but who cares? Chicago's defense was absolutely shitty. The Saints seemed like they couldn't find a rhythm at first. Then the Saints end up winning in overtime. It was a decent game, but it wasn't my top game because it's Tua time in Miami, or is it? Tua was not impressive at fucking all. The only reason why the Miami Dolphins won the game is because of the defense. And it's because every time Jared Goff plays Flores, he cannot win. The head coach I don't know, something about it, even when it's something about it that he just can't win. He can't beat him. He's 0-5 against Flores, which is nuts to me. But Tua was not good at all. Honestly, he went 12 for 22, 93 yards and a touchdown. You expect, what the fuck? What the fuck, Tua? I'm seeing Joey Burrow fucking ball out and beat the fuck Titans. Then you see Justin Sherbert fucking do decent. He didn't get dubbed because the fucking coaching sucks, but he's been balling out, all right? Can't complain. Then you see Tua, this guy fucking over here, fucking replacing Fitzpatrick. I guarantee you, if that was Fitzpatrick playing, it would have been 22 for 42 and fucking 293 yards and 5 touchdowns because the Rams defense was absolutely shit. All right, Los Angeles Rams defense was absolutely shit that game. But yeah, Tua's not impressive. I'm not on the Tua bandwagon until he proves otherwise. But our third, I guess you could say second best game of the week, to me, was just talking about him, Justin Herbert, you know what I mean, versus Drew Lock. Herbert went 278 yards for 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Not good, but not bad, 3 touchdowns is a lot of points. Hey, that's a lot of points. Locke went 248 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Very similar between these two. Obviously, a lot of people were asking, would you rather have Drew Lock or Justin Herbert? I would rather have Joey Herbert on my team than Drew Lock. That's just because this is his first year and this is his second year. So, yeah, fuck that. Now, this game, if you were watching it the whole time, you would have saw that they were fucking losing at halftime. They were losing 3-21, 3-24. It was absolutely disgusting. I thought this game was gonna be a fucking blowout, but then all of a sudden, Jeezy started playing in the locker room. Drew Lock started bopping his head. When I said Drew Lock threw for 248 yards in the whole game and 3 touchdowns, all of that came in the second half. Actually, in the fourth quarter, Drew Lock threw 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. That's what he threw for. Now, that's absolutely disgusting. That just shows you that the Chargers play call was soft at the end of the game. They thought they had it. They thought they could stop him. But they lose, I think, 31-30. They lose by 1 point. Fucking Broncos get the dub. Chargers lose. It doesn't matter. They're not in the fucking playoff contentions anyway. They're the bottom of the division. But, yeah, this was a good game if you were watching it. I was definitely. Decent game. Like I said, fucking Chargers staff sucks. That's to wrap up the game. Next game. Now, this is the best game, I think, of the week. You have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Ben went 182 for 2 touchdowns. You know, again, it was a very defensive game. Lamar went 208 for 2 touchdowns. And here's the key factor, 2 interceptions. The Ravens had 4 turnovers, I think they had 4 turnovers that game. Absolutely disgusting team. The turnovers killed the Ravens. Pittsburgh D showed up in the second half because they were losing at halftime 21-3. 21-3. They were losing at halftime, or 27-7. Either the way, it was by at least 3 scores. Steelers laid the fucking egg in the first half and then showed up in the second half, but it doesn't matter because the Steelers are 7-0. Just like last week, Steelers laid an egg in the laid it in the second half, and this time they laid it in the first half. So hopefully, it skips over and now they keep on rolling. Ben Roethlisberger looked like he was struggling for the first time. This team is a decent team when you look at it on not just paper, but if you watch the game, they're like it's like a vibe team. You could see that they're like very connected. The chemistry is high. Ben's fucking slinging it, even though he did decent. Lamar though, I think the Ravens need more playmakers. Now you're like, holy shit, Jimmy. Lamar Jackson is a fucking playmaker, but I know. Marquise Brown and all that stuff. Yeah, I think they need someone just better. Dobbins did pretty good. I was thinking about putting him as a sleeper, but he did exactly what I thought, and it was average. He got like 7 points. But yeah, Steelers 7-0. Congratulations on the undefeated Steelers. But that was my favorite game of the week. Even that between the Dallas and Eagles game, I'm not even gonna fucking talk about that yet. But we still do have to talk about something. Did we survive? This is a very sad time for me, boys. We had a Survivor Series last week. Thank you for watching the long show. I saw the audience retention was the whole video, which I appreciate all of y'all for that. Just to run through it one more time, these group of men right here, including myself, very hardworking individuals, very talented minds around football. Just to run it back, me and Justin Trent picked the Colts -2.5, which means they had to win by 2.5. Vinny and Tim picked the Packers -6, and Caden, Carson, and Alec picked the Bucks for a whopping -12.5 points. Did we survive? Now, I would like to welcome all y'all to this open casket funeral. This is a terrible time for me. I'm best friends with all these guys on these tombstones right now. I would just like to speak about them individually and just say a quick word about them. My boy Tim, diehard Packers fan. was never not going to choose the Green Bay Packers, but he was never going to know that they were going to lose so badly to the fucking shitty Vikings by a couple points. Aaron Rodgers was just out of rhythm. Dalvin Cook just ran all over the Packers. What can you do? What can you do? Nothing, Tim. I am sorry, man. I will see you on the other side, buddy. Then we'll go to my friend, Vinny Diaz, who also chose the Packers. He is a Bucs fan. He was smart enough not to choose the Bucs, but he was very dumb, and he chose the Packers. Again, just got ran over all the time. Gutekunst drafted a fucking quarterback in the second round or the first round, traded up to draft him, but didn't even get anyone to help out the defense. 49ers just ran all over him in the NFC Championship game, but it doesn't matter to Gutekunst or the head coach, because guess what? Dalvin Cook fucking did the same thing the 49ers did and just ran all over the Packers. R.I.P. to my buddy Vinny. Now let's go to the bottom. Carson gave you facts and statistics about the Giants and this and fucking Tom Brady and all that. Well, unfortunately, no one was going to see this coming. He bet on the fucking Bucs to beat them by 13 points. Now, I live in Tampa. Everyone who watches this video probably lives in Tampa or knows the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They lose the games they're not supposed to win. They lose the games they're not supposed to lose, and they win the games they're not supposed to win. Unfortunately, Carson has all the statistics, but he is on a tombstone right now. I lost to him in fantasy by 5 points. That's an L for me too. But guess what? I think this is a bigger L, Carson. I'm sorry. R.I.P. to my guy Carson. Then we go up to the top. We have my boy Caden. Caden, man, what can I say? Coming out, die hard, would ride and die for the team, even if they drafted Jordan Love. Came out swinging, talking about Giants suck, Giants this, Giants that, and I agree with him. I agreed. But unfortunately, his head is on the tombstone today because the Bucs did what the Bucs do the best, and they fucking suck when they shouldn't. Now, R.I.P. to my buddy Caden. Love you, bro. See you on the other side. Now, with the big tombstone, Alec, first caller of the day, came out swinging, talking about the Bucs and how great of the team they are. They're going to go to the Super Bowl. They're going to do all that. Well, he didn't say that, but I'm just filling it for him. Oh, buddy. I can't do this anymore. Buddy. Fucking Bucs lost. Like I said, the 3 Bucs backers out there. There's 2 people left in the Survival Series. Funeral's over. There's 2 people left in the Survival Series. It is me and my buddy Justin Trent. All right, we are coming out strong. We will go and battle until the end of time. We watched the Colts game together, and we cheers on a victory to moving on to the next week. Unfortunately, these 5 right here died. There's nothing left for them until we restart or we just claim a winner and move on to something else. We'll decide when someone loses next week. Justin Trent will be on the show Friday to have a Survivor Series pick. But other than that, thank you boys for playing again. Thank you guys for being good sports. Unfortunately, y'all, we didn't make it past week 1. I knew that shit was going to happen. But, you know, thank you boys for the content and the laughs. Only else for week 8 for me. Now, this is where we talk about fucking DiNucci. Benjamin DiNucci. So let's talk about the upset of the week. Let's be real here. Upset of the week was the Bengals over the fucking Titans. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? This game was a fucking alley-oop game. Oh, Bengals against the Titans. They just almost beat the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers 7-0. Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, this should be easy. Joey Burrow, fucking Bengals suck. Well, fucking Ryan Tannehill came out there looking like a goddamn Pee-wee player on junior varsity. It was disgusting. I literally turned off the game and switched on Red Zone because I literally had them in all of my parlays. Now, I didn't have a winning. I had a winning money line. I didn't have them winning the spread. I don't think they were going to beat them by 6.5 points, but I thought they were going to beat them. But I was fucking wrong. You know the people in Vegas who put hammered down on the fucking Bengals just went into the bank and cashed out. Now Aaron Rodgers, bud, fucking sad week for him. Unfortunately, like I said, Vikings ran over. I explained in the last slide. Vikings ran all over them. That's exactly why you don't draft fucking Jordan Love in the fucking first round. That's why you needed the defense to be ready. But unfortunately, they were not ready. Now, Ben fucking DiNucci. Now, you're like, Jimmy, you're an Eagles fan. The Eagles didn't lose. You're right, they didn't lose. But you know what? We lost because we let Ben fucking DiNucci sling it out. Sling it out against us. He did not sling it out against us. He just looked fucking... The game shouldn't have been 9-27. The game should have been probably 9-45. Come on, Eagles. You're mediocre this year, which isn't surprising. I fucking knew that. But, come on, guys. Defense was... okay, not even the defense. Offensive line. The fuck are we doing out there, bro? I get it. We have, all of our new starters besides our center, Jason Kelce. But what the fuck? Carson Wentz is looking like a goddamn... He's getting shot in the back every time. Every time. I'm just glad people aren't questioning his fucking durability anymore because he keeps on getting hit so much. Carson Wentz is trying to make plays so hard. It's like you're trying to, when something's stuck in between something, you're trying to pull it instead of you could just pick up and the pieces that are stuck in between, you could just move it and it would slide out easily. But you're too lazy to do that. And you're just trying to pull it. It's not working. That's what Carson Wentz is doing with the football. He's trying to fucking make plays, calculated plays. Dude, sniper fucking straight down in the arm slot with 2 centimeters of space in between the other guy. You don't gotta fucking do that, bro. Just fucking throw the ball. Just fucking throw the ball and you're good. Boss has got it decent. Like I said, don't got anything against him. But Cowboys fucking sucked. The game shouldn't have been as close as it was. Cowboys were leading. Cowboys were leading for a moment of the game. And that just shows you. And it wasn't a first quarter either. It was in the third quarter they were leading. What the fuck is this, Eagles? Ben fucking DiNucci, bro. He's getting the start this week again because Andy Dalton is just fucking hitting roadblocks after roadblocks. After getting benched on his birthday last year, gets released from the Bengals, gets picked up by the Cowboys. Dak Prescott explodes, all right? Dak Prescott's ankle explodes. They put him in, and then fucking the Washington football team just targets his head. Now he's out for a concussion against the Eagles. And then, this is the big news, he's out again because now he's on the COVID-19 list. So Buddy not only could not avoid the injury and he's just a bad luck, man. I feel bad. But I don't feel bad for James Madison, Ben fucking DiNucci, fucking starting again for the goddamn Dallas Cowboys. Hopefully he slings it out. I like Ben DiNucci for some reason. He towards the end of the game, when they were marching down the field, even though the Eagles would have won anyways, I wanted them to score, and that's never happened before. I fucking hate Dak Prescott, and I hated Tony Romo. But Ben fucking DiNucci? How can you fucking hate a guy with a name like that? Benjamin Anthony DiNucci. That's such a powerful name. His cock is probably massive. But other than that, I took L's in betting and all of that shit. It was a terrible week. I'm taking 3 weeks off of betting to recover. Thursday Night Football. What a good game we have here. We have the injured San Francisco 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers, who just got steamrolled by Dalvin Cook, one man. This game's going to be a blowout, obviously. Aaron Rodgers is going to fucking throw all over them. It's not even a question. The offense won't be there. Maybe it's the other guy. He's going to be starting because Jimmy G, his knee is done. Or high ankle sprain out for the season. Then you have George Kittle, who can't fucking just stay healthy and can't just fucking win and catch fucking passes when I need him to win in fantasy. He got fucking 2 points in fantasy this week. I know he got injured during the game, but I mean, come the fuck on, bud. They never targeted him. They only targeted him against the fucking Eagles. That was the last blow-up game he had. Ridiculous, 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 and may I say, ridiculous. Yeah, this injured fucking team was getting a lot of media attention when, you know, Jimmy G and Nick Bosa was out. Not Nick Bosa, George Kittle was out. And they were like, this is the most injured team in the NFL. And I was like, have you not met the Philadelphia Eagles? Besides the quarterback, everybody else is a fucking practice squad guy. And then you have a rookie, Jalen Reagor. And everybody else is from the fucking practice squad. Are you shitting me? Shut the fuck up, ESPN. Only favor the teams that you guys like. Like I said, this is going to be steamroll. I will hammer. Oh, wait, I just said I wasn't going to bet. I will mentally hammer the Packers, and I will bring you more stats. Actually, no, I don't need to, because there's nothing to... There's literally... This game isn't going to be close. Stop acting. I guarantee you Aaron Rodgers gets benched this game just because of the fact that it's going to be that big of a blowout. It's going to look like Tua and Ryan Fitzpatrick the other week, 2 weeks ago, when they benched Ryan Fitzpatrick because they were winning so much. I promise you. But... that is the show, boys. What a fucking week, man. I love Tuesday shows. Tuesdays are my favorite shows because you get to recap what happened. You get to talk so much shit, man. You just gotta live life, man. Yeah, hell yeah. But it is fucking America Day. What can I say? It's election day. Guys, go out and vote if you haven't voted already. Probably by the time you see this video, it's too late. So hopefully you voted already. Hopefully you picked the guy, the president. Who do you think is going to run the country the best? Not going to push anybody on you, like a lot of fucking people on Snapchat. They'll be like, if you vote for Biden, you're a fucking loser. Or if you vote for Trump, fuck you. Like, why are you going to do that? Like, that's so fucking extra. Your vote counts as just as much as theirs. Why do you got to be a fucking dick about it? But, anyways, hopefully you voted for who you think is best, baby. Election day, I'm happy. I'm going to be up all night watching it. Can't wait to see who's the next president of the United States. If it's going to be the Don or if it's going to be, I don't know. He doesn't really have a nickname, Joe Biden. But like I said, football this coming week. Eagles are on bye. Then you have a couple of good games. Like I said, usually week 8, 9, and 10 are very slow. Not just because of, just because that's where mainly the bye weeks are, and it's just not as, fun as maybe weeks 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, or the first couple of weeks. But yeah, we're in November, boys. It's November 1st. November football is at the pack, and we're going to have a fucking good time. Now, this is where the ending starts. Thank you guys for watching the show. I appreciate it. Views on last show was phenomenal. Feedback I got last show was phenomenal. You guys love the Survivor Series. Thank you to the boys who showed out. R.I.P. to the guys who died and who are not in it this week. But like I said, thank you guys. I love y'all to death. Thank you for subscribing, doing all that shit. Commenting, liking, messaging me. You guys can leave comments on videos, by the way. It's not doesn't charge y'all anything. You don't gotta message me now. But love y'all to death. I will see you on Friday. Week 9. What a fucking week. And that's Tampa Talk Sports Talk, baby. Election day. Tampa Talk Sports Talk, Election day.